Home, sweet home. Finally. Oh, I wonder if Bartrand came back to the city. You think I'd be that lucky?
I wonder what happened to the Merrill name at estate.
Luck hasn't exactly been our strong point so far.
Oh, I don't know about that. The treasure we found in that crypt far outstrips Bartrand's stupid idol. He'll be green with envy when he finds out. As soon as I get the chance, I'll look up my contacts to make sure we get the best price. I imagine you'll want to head home. Tell your family the good news. We're going to be rich.
Apparently we found more than we actually pocketed.
So you're back.
Oh, thank the
And
Maker.
he's a Templar.
Please, talk some sense into him.
Great.
Carver, what are you wearing?
I've joined the Templar Order.
Wow.
There's no point in trying to talk me out of it. It's done.
Ugh. Wow, Carver.
You realize that you're related to an apostate.
See, Mother? I told you he'd only think of himself. I want to be someone. More than just your brother. This is my chance.
Carver, please. The Order is so dangerous.
I'll be fine, Mother. You don't need to worry about me.
You so much
And you
shit.
don't need to worry about me turning you in. I know the value of family.
Oh. I mean, both his siblings and his father were apostates. What a move. Well.
So the champion's brother was a Templar?
Yes, but that's not the connection you're looking for.
Isn't it? How else did an apostate remain invisible for so long without help from within the Templars? And the champion's companions? Merrill, Aveline, Isabela? That Warden Anders?
Don't remind me. I introduced them.
We thought they all came from Ferelden together, but now it makes sense. Motive and opportunity.
It's still not what you think.
Still
Then I
don't know
need to hear more.
what Cassandra's looking
Unless
for.
you've already decided. I can always go if you don't need me anymore.
Tell me what came next.
And we couldn't play.
The treasure we found in the deep roads made us a fortune. The champion moved up in the world. Literally. Bought a mansion in Hightown. Everyone knew who he was now. Even the Viscount was taking notice. Carver joined the Templars, just as he said he would.
Great.
He didn't turn in the champion, at least. 3 years later, the Qunari still hadn't left. The Qunari insisted they were waiting for their ship. But some of us knew better.
Oh boy. Oh hey, I can see. It's not as smooth as I expected. Okay, now it is. Icons keep.
The compound was not meant to be permanent. There are concerns the Qunari influence is no longer contained.
Was it ever? Kirkwall has tension enough between Templar and Mage. But these Qunari, they sit like gargoyles waiting for Maker knows what, and everyone goes mad around them. Nearly 4 years I've stood between fanatics. And now, this.
A book.
Don't keep us in suspense.
Leave us. Meredith at my throat, Orsino at my heels, and a city scared of heretical giants. Balance has held because the Qunari ask for nothing. Even the space in Lowtown was a gift to contain them. But now, the Arishok has requested you. By name. What did you do?
Seems like we made quite the impression. I wonder by which of our actions. I mean, multiple ones definitely.
I can't help it if I make an impression.
Apparently not. I remember how you helped my son. It seems you are meant to have influence above your station. Speak to the Arishok. Give him what he needs to keep the peace. Can you do that for Kirkwall, Sirrah Hawke?
Seems like we're getting important. Gosh, so many questions.
Sounds like you'd be better off without this headache.
They will not leave, and we don't have the resources to force the issue. At least, not in a way that would leave the city intact. If they had come to conquer, I suspect they would have done so.
Yeah, it's a good question what they are actually doing there.
I've seen hate for them, but I haven't heard anything major in years.
Zealots are bravest where their lies can't be argued. Behind closed doors. Chantry leaders see Qunari beliefs as a challenge, not an attack. But the message gets muddled among casual adherents. I'm certainly not equipped to argue the fine points of faith.
Who am I to argue with the Chantry?
Have the years been kind to Seamus?
He is his own man.
The years.
But your actions tempered him somewhat. He's not so angry at the world. I thank you for that. I may not agree with him on many things, but I am proud of what he is becoming.
I mean, the most important question is, like, what does the Arishok want?
Any idea what I can expect?
None. Honestly, I don't think I've heard two direct words from the Arishok. Other than his rather deliberate phrasing of begone. If you think his asking me to notify you of this is strange, well, you would be right.
I mean...
Is this a paid position? I'm somewhat in demand.
You've served yourself, built a fortune. I give you that. But if you, and only you, cannot calm this situation, I fear the only reliable investment will be in swords and armor. Serve your city, and then we will talk about what you are due. The Arishok is waiting. Maker, what a mess.
Usually, you should sort out what you're getting for doing something before doing that. New quests. Let's have a look. Ooh, companions. Lots of companion quests. Nice. Alright.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Very nice robe. It also looks a lot like a mage robe.
Good day, Sirrah.
Right.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
Wow. You have different hair colors. And you dwarves do too.
We can't all be short and bearded like your people, Bodan.
Indeed. It's quite a shame, really. I came to deliver this to you. The last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the deep roads. It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
Why did he run to us all that way for that?
I can put this to good use.
Of course. Always happy to help.
Before
I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home.
Oh.
I said I would repay you for saving Sandal's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I mean, seems a little bit over the top to do that.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bodan.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the Deep Roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
Finding hope. Oh, welcome to Act 2. If I remember correctly, the game actually isn't that long. Like, especially compared to games like, I don't know, Pathfinder or Baldur's Gate 3.
So much work to do.
Let's go home. On the other hand, the game is short, but has really nice pacing. Quite the improvement from Gamlen's shabby hut. Quite the bed we have there.
You've settled in nicely.
It's just luck. And skill.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
Someone. Sure, Aveline.
I'm listening, Aveline. What's the trouble?
A thorn in my side, inventing trouble and scaring people. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
Yeah, we couldn't even mention those white lilies.
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable. Why can't he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
His declining years. Charming.
Seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. There's no sense to that.
Maybe it's the city.
I seem to recall he had some good leads.
Then you won't mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can. Thanks, Hawke. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
Try. Oh well. It's going to be good to see Mark of the Assassin again. It's been a while at Legacy. Yeah, the DLCs are nice too.
You like the shiny?
That I do. Adventures of the Black Fox. Oh, I gotta read that. It's about foxes. Oh gosh, is that long? Okay. Take a cup of tea and listen. Born Lord Remy Vaskil in 863 Blessed. The Black Fox was a dashing thief and rogue who went on to inspire so many tales of his exploits that it is nearly impossible to determine today which are true and which are merely fabricated. Despite coming from nobility, he has become something of a hero of the common people. His initial exploits involved ridiculing the tyrannical and powerful lord of Val Chavin. Wearing a mask, he would appear in public and disrupt the lord's plans to the point that the lord angrily put a huge bounty on the life of this cunning fox. And the origin of this nickname, which stuck. that the primary bounty hunter who took the job, Corollis, ended up becoming Remy's lifelong partner in crime, only after nearly killing him several times, is one of the most popular tales told in taverns today. Enemies to friends. The story is often exaggerated to make Remy appear initially buffoonish, until Corollis becomes so furious at the Black Fox's inexplicable ability to survive that the cunning Remy gains the upper hand, which impresses Corollis so much that the bounty hunter joins him. After years of terrorizing the Lord's men and foiling his tax collectors, a favorite pastime of Remy's according to the Elysian commoners, Remy was supposedly betrayed by his lover Savannah de Montfort, in some versions of the tale Mage of the Circle, no less, and captured. After more than a year of torture, Remy was rescued from prison by his compatriots, including a repentant Savannah, and together they escaped Orlais. In this period of Remy's adventures, he appears almost everywhere in Thedas. As his legend grew, more innkeepers and merchants were happy to claim that the Black Fox had visited their village or establishment and performed some legendary feat. And the tales are to be believed, Remy led the Lord's men on a merry chase. He became embroiled in political intrigue in Navarra, was hunted by the crows of Antiva, and then kidnapped by a powerful mage in Tevinter. Really coming around. In each situation, Remy escaped death at the last moment, foiled the evildoer, and improved life for the poor and downtrodden. And then, inevitably, he rejoined his band of adventurers and moved on to the next land. His companions Corollis and Savannah, the wise dwarf Bolek, and the tempestuous knight Sir Clementis have each spawned their own individual legends over the years. The stories all agree that, at some point, the Black Fox disappeared. He and his fellow adventurers voyaged into the heart of the Arlathan forest, seeking the sunken city of the elves, and never returned. Many more are the tales that expand on what ultimately happened to them in that forest, and postulate on how they could someday be rescued. And it sounds like a folk hero. Everything is reordered. Right. We can also talk to our desk. Hi, desk. Gosh, so many letters. Family letters. Dear Garret, how are you? I hope you and Mother are doing well. Things are good here. I found my place among the Templars. It's nice to have purpose, to be part of something bigger than myself and you. Alright, I'll stop being a pain in the ass. Thanks, Carver. It's not a perfect job, though. I don't really like what we do to mages, but do we have a choice? Wow. It keeps everyone safe and is better than the alternative. Many mages understand that we are trying to help, even if our methods could use improvement. Unfortunately, there are some extreme elements within the Order. Some argue for permanent solution and have ideas I hope never take root. Make me glad Bethany never had to live in a place like this. I'll wrap this up. Duty calls. Send my love to Mother. Your brother, Carver. What a prick. A message from Lothering. By Miriam. Dearest Leandra, I hope you and the children are holding up. I'm so sorry about Bethany. Such a dear girl. I remember helping me weed. Blight has taken too much from us. Thank the Maker for the hero of Ferelden and the Grey Wardens. Things are slowly getting back to normal in most of the country, but Lothering is gone for good. We hope to rebuild there, but the blight poisoned the land. It'll take decades for the earth to recover. Or it may never. Redcliffe is a nice place, and I'm starting to see it as home. The village saw some trouble during the blight, but is recovering. Perhaps you could visit sometime. Please, write me again, my dear. I wish to hear about your life in Kirkwall. Send my regrets and fond regards to the children. Your friend, Miriam. A note addressed to Gamlen. Why do we get that one? Gamlen Amel. Payment is now 2 months late, sirrah. Interest accrues, as you are well aware. You'll find yourself barred from our establishment unless payment is made. Think. No better card sharp or number runner in Kirkwall will deal with you. I certainly hope this matter is attended before steps are taken. Let us avoid further unpleasantness. Galad. So I guess we could go to Gamlen and try to help him out. If we are so nice. A strange letter from Lothering.
Hawke, I heard you lot got to the Free Marches. Don't know why'd you bother, but I suppose it's better than Orlais. They got spiders up there, big ones. Couldn't swing a dead cat around here without hitting a giant spider, but the blight drove him off. Maker, dark days ahead. Mark my words, a man can't even cover his blighted land with poisonous traps. Old Varlin.
Yeah, spiders everywhere. A strangely official-looking letter. Dear Sir or Madam, I am Lord Achim Falk of Starkhaven. I have faith in the Maker and Andraste, his beloved prophet, that I must bring this matter of urgent business to you. Years ago, I served the office of the Seneschal to the royal family of Starkhaven. Sadly, they have been deposed, ousted by a foul usurper. I represent His Royal Highness, Prince Corbinian Vale, the true heir to the throne, and with your help, Maker willing, we will see him wear the crown of Starkhaven once more. Corbinian. So probably a relative of, or not probably, a relative of Sebastian. His Highness had a fortune of 11,000 sovereigns locked away in the vaults of the Royal Bank of Intivia. With access to this fortune, he can raise an army to retake the throne, but it is too dangerous for His Highness to simply withdraw the funds himself. This is where we require your assistance and discretion. Simply send me the details of an open bank account in Kirkwall, and I will arrange that funds are transferred to you. My king will then contact you to retrieve his fortune, leaving you with a hefty award. I must warn you, the Intivians will not consider the account viable if it contains less than 100 sovereigns. Please observe the utmost confidentially. Yours, Lord Achim Falk. Is that the Nigerian prince, Cam? Nice. I guess that's why it's strangely official looking. A message from Price. Oh, great. Sarah, I'm glad to hear that Athenril took no vengeance on you. Oh no, I'm confusing names. That's the boy. Sarah, I'm glad to hear that Athenril took no vengeance on you for helping me. I surely would have died in her service. My sisters are both mates now, and I've proven myself an able shepherd and have been granted 2 ewes of my own to start a flock. I heard you've made a name for yourself in Kirkwall. My hopes for your continued success. Thank you again. Transcribed by the Lady of the House for Price. From Elrond. Monsieur Hawke, words aren't enough to convey how grateful I am. Thank you for saving my daughter from that monster. When I look at my little girl, I'm reminded of what you did for my family. Leah has found a hero in you. She's become interested in swordplay and combat, and she speaks of joining the guard one day. She seems none the worse for the wear. In your depths, Elrond. I think that was the elf with the, well, demon-possessed mass murderer. Feeling inadequate. Flag flying at half-mast. Does your soldier not stand to attention? Does your dwarf shy away from the deep roads? Come to Jorman's apothecary, and ask for our special sauce. Our special sauce is infused with the essences of 52 herbs. It's completely natural, completely safe, and absolutely effective. You will never feel the same again. Be the man that other men want to be. Be the man you deserve to be. Wow, we're getting ads. A note from Fenrir. To Hawke. Life with the Dalish hasn't been easy. Keeper Marathari tries her best, but I don't know what else she can do for me. The younger elves won't accept me, and I often hear them whispering behind my back. The elders have more discretion, but I can see it in their eyes. They are afraid of me. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Sometimes it feels like you're the only person I can trust. Your friend, Fenrir. Poor Fenrir. But I think still better than, you know, going to the circle. Forbidden knowledge. Sarah Hawke. Year past, I felt into wickedness and was swept up in the mad ambitions of the Blood Mage throne. You spared my life at the Blooming Rose, and for many months I wish you had killed me. But I found the Maker's light in my deepest despair, and I now seek absolution. Veroni wrote many tomes containing the dark secrets she learned from the Fade. She protected them with the demons forged into their very bindings. You must find and destroy these tomes, lest others follow the dark path. I wish I could help you, but the Templars never let me leave my cell. I can only send my prayers. You do know. It's really nice how much just like letters and stuff you get from how you completed quests in the first half of the first third. I think there are 3 acts in the game. Okay, more reading. The Underground Railroad. Many people in the city owe you their lives, and I'm one of them. When my friends and I were cornered by Templars, you helped us escape. Over the years, most Darkhaven apostates have been captured, but thanks to the help of many people, I've remained free. You've done so much for the apostates. If you are moved to do more, contact Miss Selby near the docks. She knows of many ways you could save more lives. Forever in your debt, Terry of Starkhaven. Night Terrors. Greetings. I hope this letter finds you well. I've often thought about you in the past 3 years. Without your kindness, my Fenrir wouldn't have been long since sold to slavers. Instead, he has thrived and begun to master his magic. But now his nightmares have caught up with him, and neither the Keeper nor the First Enchanter know how to help. I don't know where else to turn to. Please, come to my home in the alienage. I will be waiting to speak with you. Thank you again for the compassion you have shown Fenrir in the past. Sincerely yours, Ariane. Okay, many new quests.
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
Aren't we Hawks, though?
I'm going to make the name Hawke one to be proud of in this city.
I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that, with that exact look too. I just wish we could all be together as a family one more time. I visited Carver with the Templars, and he's so proud of his new knighthood. I guess I just need to start finding you a suitable wife.
Sure.
I like the
Looks
dog.
at Anders. Or Fenris.
Ruff.
Gosh, those teeth.
It looks like they're having a nice chat. Maybe Sandal picked up some Mabari speak from our time at the hero of Ferelden's camp.
Nice. Alright. I think that's what we can do. Do you have anything to
If
say?
you need any enchantments, I'm sure my boy would be happy to help.
Enchantment?
Boom! Ah, there he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
Quite curious, especially because he seems so young and a little bit simple.
I've never seen another dwarf like him. Does this run in your family?
Not at all, but Sandal isn't really my son. I found him in the deep roads when I left Orzammar for good. Raised him as my own now. Isn't that right, my boy?
I like Bodan.
So
He's
he
always
is
been
your
this
son.
way. Always collecting things and enchanting them. Strange, I suppose.
Have you ever thought of finding out more?
Well, I did. I brought him to the Circle of Magi about a year after we got to the surface. They called him a savant, but then they started giving him the eye like they were going to keep him, so we left. Not
Understandable.
going back to those vultures. Sandal's happy as he is.
Interesting. I mean, we take it. Maybe it's just a gift.
Sandal's quite useful to have around.
That he is. Also, I've always said. Oh, Maker knows what'll happen when I'm gone. I try not to think about it.
Oh,
I want some pie.
feel you. Pie is always nice. Yeah, let's level up. Some more magic. I really want to get the elemental mastery, so we're going for the Cone of Cold. Right.
You've returned.
Yeah.
A letter arrived for you.
What?
It's on the desk. That's where I'll put messages which come while you're out.
Yeah? I just... Okay. That seemed like a buggy trigger.